Kittle is becoming more and more popular for print-on-demand users because of how many different and great templates they offer. But with so many different templates to choose from, which ones are the best ones that are actually going to turn into best-selling products? So today, let's go over my favorite Kittle templates and how I use them for my designs. And for those that don't know me, my name is Christina. I am a full-time print-on-demand seller now for almost 2 years. And recently, I have started adding more and more products through Kittle. So what is Kittle? First, Kittle is a design platform, but they are tailored towards print-on-demand sellers. And they have thousands of templates. Every single day that I log into Kittle, there are new templates available for me to use. And what's great about it is they usually start releasing them prior to holidays. So with Christmas coming up, we're starting to see more Christmas templates popping up in their library. But there are a few that I have continuously gravitated towards and applied them to multiple different niches, and some have become bestsellers for me. So this one right here, it is called Brighton Tennis Camp, and it is one of my favorite templates to manipulate, and I can change this to look so different and to apply to many different niches. I can make it apply to any different sport. I can make it apply to many different careers. I can make it apply to many different hobbies. It is the perfect evergreen template, and this type of like university and sports looking like font and template combination has been doing extremely well for me on Etsy. I can change this out and I can look for some more elements. Let's make this a soccer team. I can put in soccer, add in the ball, and then I'm gonna change the colors to match this document. There we go. I might remove these stars or maybe move them down. I'm gonna make these a bit smaller. I'm gonna put this up here. There we go. I like the way that this looks. And then you can have them add in their sports club name. You can have them change the school. You can have them add in the year that they were founded. Personalization is killing it on Etsy lately. So by adding in personalization to some of these templates, you have a better chance at making sales. By playing around with this, I even made it apply to a knitting group, but I'm actually not sure what I want to put underneath. I want to put some funny knitting saying, but if I'm not sure what to put, Kittle also has an AI quote generator. You can find this generator by going to Kittle, and then you can go to AI tools and scroll down to AI quote generator, and then you're going to hit generate quotes, and you're going to either select one of the niches or you can type in your own one down here, and I'm going to type in knitting. I'm going to hit continue, and then I want funny. You can change the vibe of the saying that you want, and then you can pick how long it is. So I ended up going with 2 to 4 words, and this is what I got back. Knit happens, not a problem. Stitch please, I kind of like that one. Woolly world, knit ain't easy. Purl power, not today, knit head, yarn overload, knit wit, done purling, skein slayer. These are hilarious puns that I'm actually not in the knitting niche, so I had no clue a lot of these were knitting words, but the one I'm really liking is either knit happens or stitch please. I'm actually gonna go with knit happens for this, and I'm going to download this, or you can just copy it. And then bringing this onto a mock-up, this is what it would look like actually printed on a sweatshirt, and I would use this as my Etsy photo. And you can even bring this down to something really simple, and for me, simple designs do really well. I might just have a design like this, and then maybe I would add some customization under it, where maybe up here people can put their club name, or they can change this word below. But even just simple designs can be created from this template. Here's another one that I have saved and have used for a few different designs. It is that really popular retro wavy font right now, already all set up for you, but the new addition of this checker gives it something new. And I've actually sold a few like this just because it adds a little bit more to the design and even makes it more retro feeling than just the text alone. A phrase that is crazy popular right now is in my blank era. So back to our knitting example, I could do in my knitting era. I have created a brand new design in seconds, and this is a popular font and type of design that many people ask me how I create or how other people create it, and here we go in 2 seconds. And if you don't like the check marks, it's also just very easy to remove those as well, but personally I like those. And what you can do is you can apply this to a bunch of different niches and get out a bunch of different listings at once. This is another one that has been doing extremely well, and I think it is just a beautiful, simple design, but one that you wouldn't have been able to make on your own. So you can change nurse to any different career, again, any different hobby, and then you can change the fun font here to either get more specific, or what I would recommend is adding customization to this gray text down here. So I put in dentist, but you could put many different careers here. And then again, you can either add some specialization down to this gray text, or you can have them enter their name. So for me, say I was told by my customer that they want it to be Sarah. I'm gonna put that in, but you might notice we're missing the squiggles that were there before. To add those in, just grab the text, and then we are going to start typing. And then at the side here under Glyphs, I'm going to look for H down here. So we have H. I'm going to delete the last H that was in there. And then I'm going to do the same thing for S. So I'm going to look for the special character of S with this little squiggle in here. And there we go. And now I can make this smaller or larger. I can put it in the middle. I can put it at the bottom. Any way that you would like to place this for your design. So then we have ones like this one. And I absolutely love this one because of how simple it is, but the typography is beautiful on it. This thick and grungy font does really well on Etsy. And a design like this is another one that can be applied to many different niches. Instead of "you can't scare me, I have blank," you could put in whatever you want. You could put "you can't scare me, I have twins." You could put something like "you can't scare me, I watch true crime." Or we can go back to our AI quote generator and create brand new text for your niches that you can just plug into that design and completely just change the wording. So I put in fishing and I put 9 to 12 words, and I got some funny ones here. One that I really liked here was "fishing, the art of doing nothing productively." I'm gonna copy this one and plug it in. So I just plug that in, and for me, I am not a fan of major colors. I am usually designing in black and white, depending on the design, but this one I think looks really, really good in just black and white, and I would have never put this all together without starting from a template. We have this one here, basketball mom, and this is another one that, if you're not sensing a theme here, can be applied to many different niches. We can have tennis mom, soccer mom, football mom. Any type of sport can be plugged in here, especially if it has a ball, and you can just replace this. So we used a soccer ball earlier. Let's see if they have a tennis ball that we can use. Tennis, yep, we have got one here. And again, I'm just gonna go change the colors to match our document. You can even change this to green if you prefer to have more color in your design. For me, like I mentioned, I'm not that big on color. So up to you. I would probably just put it same color as the background, and then I would just actually take out the background later. And then you can choose to keep this, you can delete this. Maybe I would just fully delete this. And then maybe when we talked about personalization earlier, you can add the kids and mom's name underneath. But I'm not huge really on this font too much, so I might change this up a bit. And then you can just keep playing around, keep changing it to different niches, save them, and try testing different niches. This doesn't just have to be sports, like I'm showing here. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle for people to actually make out that it says mom. And then maybe you could even do dad and find maybe some niches where you could find an icon that kind of looks like an A and fits with the design as well. Now I'm gonna start going through some of my other favorite ones a little bit more quickly because I'm running out of time, but this one I think is beautiful. It's called "The Mountains Are Calling." This one is perfect for travel, camping, hiking, van life, anything outdoors, and this is another perfect one to be using with that AI quote generator. We have this one here called "Half Coffee, Half Teacher." I love this one because it's really easy to change out the icons, and you can change both niches to get out a bunch of different niches and designs with this. You could do half tea, half teacher, half ramen, half teacher, half coffee, half nurse, and you can change all the icons to make sense. This is one that's really easy to edit, and again, without working off of this template, I would have never come up with a design like this. We have this groovy mama one. This is another one, can be applied to many different niches. Groovy nurse, groovy grandma, groovy aunt. You can change up the colors. This retro vibe is very popular, especially on t-shirts. So this is another one that you can be using for a more feminine type of design. We have this one here here for people who have some travel photography, or you can even find some stock photos for this. Usually I'm not very big on photographs on shirts, but this design actually makes them do really well. And this would do extremely well for specific travel locations. If you have an awesome photo of that Paris trip you went to, and you could bring this into here by creating maybe some Paris merch for people to buy if, say, they love Paris or they just travel there, this would make an awesome gift for people like that. So this one, if you have a lot of photos, I think could do really well for you. And my last honorable mention is all of these mascot designs. These types of designs like this with these retro looking characters, especially for like the positivity or earth niche, has been doing really well as a back design for especially sweatshirts. Last year, these retro mascots were crazy popular, and I can only expect it's going to be crazy moving forward. And Kittle has kept up with the trend, adding hundreds of these different mascots and making it very easy for us to create our own mascots to design with. So number one, they gave us tons of templates. They gave us this one. This one is another great one that you can work off of. We have this one here, another awesome one to try designing from. And these are the perfect examples that have like kind of a lot of text that you can be using the AI quote generator for. If you want to find more mascots that you can use on the elements, just look up retro mascot and you can find all of their pre-made ones, but you can also create your own because they do provide you the hands, and I believe you can also get the eyes. Yeah, so you can get the eyes as well. I'm not sure about every body part. All right. Oh, they do have some shoes as well that you can use in here. So there you go. They have a bunch of pre-made ones, plenty for the positivity niche and for the earth niche. But if you're thinking more out of the box, then you can make your own retro character. These are far from all the best templates on Kittle. Again, there are so many being added. It is insane. But these are just some of the ones that I recommend people starting with if maybe you don't want to go look through thousands of different templates. And if you want more of a Kittle tutorial, I will link that as the next video that's going to be coming up because I did a full tutorial on how to use Kittle for print on demand. All right, thanks guys.